Stand by. Last one goes in. They're set. They're ready. They're off and racing in the 44th Japan Cup, and Struve blew the start out the back door. Early speed from Shin Emperor. Where's the pace going to come from? Karate's going over. Going forward, Shin Emperor. Wider out is Stars on Earth. Moving up with Soul Oriens past the winning post. Chervinia's up into fourth spot. On its inside, down on Beluga. Wider out is Duretza, but trapped four wide into that first corner. Then Auguste Rodin. On its outside is Karate. Back to the inside, Justin Palace with Goliath on its girth. Then comes Blow the Horn, followed by Fantastic Moon. Second last on the inside, Struve. And alongside it is the favourite, Deduce. They approach the 1800 metre pole, and Shin Emperor leads along, runs along ahead of Soul Oriens. In the middle is Danon Beluga. Now Goliath kicks up along the paint, and Sumion's going forward. Trapped out Chavinia, but she does have cover. And wider out is Stars on Earth, and there goes Duretza, starting to go round the field as they come up towards the 1400 metre mark. Just in Palace the paint. Auguste Rodin's there as well, and just in behind, trying to go with him is Danon Beluga. Well back is Blow the Horn. Then comes Karate, followed by Struve, Fantastic Moon, and the favourite is still last in Deduce. They go down to the 1200 metre mark. And up front and leading the way now, it's Duretza. Duretza leads out from Stars on Earth. Done some work to get there. Shin Emperor runs third and loses some ground. Then Soul Oriens, followed on the inside by Goliath. Close enough, Chavinia. Then Auguste Rodin is starting to chime in. Back to the inside is Justin Palace. Then Danon Beluga, Karate, Blow the Horn. Deduce starting to come on. On its inside, Struve, and Fantastic Moon is still last at all. 700 metres to run in the Japan Cup of 2024. Duretza's in front. Duretza can stay all day. Can he stay the 2400 from this position? Running second, Stars on Earth. Shin Emperor's still there. Soul Oriens. Chervinia chimes in. Here comes Deduce. Deduce down the outside along with Auguste Rodin. Back to the inside, Goliath picking up, but it is Deduce. Take goes to the front, fighting back on the inside. Duretza, Chervinia's running in as well, and also Stars on Earth in front. It's Deduce and Duretza flashing home late up on the inside with a huge run is Shin Emperor. It's Deduce. Shin Emperor is absolutely flying but won't get there. Deduce wins the Japan Cup. Maybe Shin Emperor second, Duretza third. Back in behind them, Chervinia, just in Palace when it was all over. Followed by Goliath, a huge run. Then came to the inside, Stars on Earth with Struve. Auguste Rodin, Fantastic Moon finished off, but well back. Then Danon Beluga, Karate, Soul Oriens, the last one in.
Deduce does it under Yutaka Take for trainer Yasuo Tomomichi. Starts the 2.3 favourite. Be set for the start of the Japan Cup. They're under starters' orders and they're off and racing to the roar of the crowd, and they all get away well. And Panther Lasser it is, one of the early leaders, has got to the front with title holder Stars on Earth, and William Buick edging his way over as well. Equinox is currently third, Liberty Island on the fence in fourth, and then comes Deep Bond. And then with Deep Bond on the inside, Deduce, Studley comes next, Shonan Bashito into a handy position, and then comes Idacine. In behind is Vela Azul and Danon Beluga under Joe Moreira, and then on the outside Kuno Megami Ace. Further back then to forward again, Trust Kenshin Chestnut Coat, with Chestnut Coat is in press, and Winnefog is the last one. But as they head down the back straight now, and it's Panther Lasser that's doing what he loves to do best, and he's out in front. Oh, something like 10, 12, 13 lengths, I would say. They're really putting it to them at the moment. Title holder is in second, and then in third comes Equinox, Liberty Island. Stars on Earth is next, then comes Deduce, and then in behind Deduce, Shonan Bashito comes next. And then with Shonan Bashito, then on the inside, Iracine goes nicely with Studley. And looking further back behind, then on the inside, Danon Beluga, Vela Azul will need to get going from there. Forward again, then comes Trust Kenshin, Chestnut Coat comes next, Impress, and Winner Fog is the last one as the 18 runners turn down the side of the course, and it's Panther Lasser that still leads them a merry dance at the moment. Can he keep this up past the 600 metre marker? It's Panther Lasser that's going to turn into the home straight, a long way ahead of title holder that turns in second, and then comes Equinox Liberty Island, with Liberty Island on the outside is Stars on Earth, and to do so all the fancied runners are there. Danon Beluga, Shonan Bashito running a big race as well. Panther Lasser, his run surely must have come to an end, and here's Equinox, the big white face on Equinox, the son of Keatistan Black. He's in the clear. It's going to be such an easy win indeed into the closing stages. It's Equinox under Christophe Lemaire as a champion jockey, a champion horse up to the line. Equinox wins it from Liberty Island in second. Stars on Earth, then came Digi's title holder next. Velarazur in with Velarazur, then came Danon Beluga, and with Danon Beluga then on the inside came the orange cap next. On the outside Shonan Bashito. Deep Bond came next, then forward again Panther Lasser. Impress came next, Winner Falk. Further back to Chestnut Coat, Trust Kenshin, Kurino Megami Ace, and that's about the way they finish in the 43rd running of the Japan Cup, and it goes the way of Equinox, the 1.3.
The 42nd Japan Cup field are ready to race, and they're off. Shadow Diva missed the start. Simca Meal a little slow away, but Unicorn Lion shows early dash with Hearts Histoire going forward. Not too far away, Grand Glory, and coming over across is Tio Royale. They're going to the winning post the first time with 5 abreast. Unicorn Lion leads out from Hearts Histoire. Tio Royal, Boccarini's trapped out wide. Simca Meal is tucked in behind them with Veltegrande, then Karate. Wider out is Danon Beluga. Stuck in behind is Onesto. Then comes Velarazul, followed by Grand Glory. Wider out Danon Beluga again. Trust Kenshin lost a bit of ground. Daring Tact. Well back is Shariar. Shadow Diva. Well back in the run is Tunes. Second last is Uberleben, and last of all at the moment is Ridgeman. They go down the back straight in the Japan Cup for 2022, and Unicorn Lion leads them along, rolls on and leads it out now comfortably from Hearts Histoire. Running the inside with a perfect position is Simca Mille. Out there is Tio Royal. In the middle is Valtrizende. Then comes Boccarini. Back on the inside, Onesto. Then Karate, followed by Valorazul. Then comes Trust Kenshin. It's a constant pace. Then comes Grand Glory. Trapped out 3 wide, but with cover Danon Beluga. Back on the inside, Daring Tack trying to make up ground. Shadow Diva losing ground. Uberleben's taking off. Well back Tunes. On the outside of Tunes is Shariar, and at the tail of the field is still Ridgeman. So they get to that top of the hill, and they approach the 1,000-metre pole. And still in front, it's Unicorn Line. Leads out from Hearts Histoire. Simca Mille has travelled well in third. Then Tio Royal has been a bit wide the trip. Veltrasende's had the run of the race in behind them. Boccarini's been wide, but goes on. Followed by Karate. Back on the inside, Onesto. Christophe Lemaire looking for out. Danon Beluga's taking off round the outside with Uberleben. Back in behind them, Shariar. Well back is Grand Glory, and stuck in behind him is Velarazul. Will need luck from there with Daring Tack. They swing for home with 500 metres to run. Hearts Histoire finds the front, whacking away Unicorn Lion. Here's Boccarini, now Danon Beluga emerges, and Uberleben, and through the middle Shariar. A wall of them across the track. Danon Beluga finds it. Here comes Shariar. Danon Beluga through the air, and Veltrasende up the inside might beat them all. Up the inside trying to rattle home Veltrasende. Damien Lane, and flashing home late Velarazul. Velarazul scoots to the front. Shariar second. Veltrasende third. And Daring Tack fourth. What a run late. 3 lengths away, followed by wider out Grand Glory. Did it again, has run fifth. Then Onesto just in behind them. 2 perfect runs. Tunes, when it was all over, flooded home. Then Karate, followed by Uberleben. Tio Royal, Hearts Histoire, well back Trust Kenshin. Then pulling up was Ridgeman, well back Boccarini, Shadow Diva, Danon Beluga knocked up in the home straight, and last of all Unicorn Lion that led them. And the last one to link in. The 41st Japan Cup field are just about set. They're ready, and they're racing in the Japan Cup for 2021. Lord My Way, slow out the back door. Sunray Pocket, Shadow Diva show early speed, and coming over from a wide gate, going on quickly. Kicking up on the inside, Shadow Diva. And going on now is Aristoteles getting a bit of the front and kicking up and hanging badly into the first corner. There was Aristoteles. Now settles quickly as they go into that first corner and leads comfortably now. Aristoteles holds out the lead. Has a bit of a narrow lead from Wagnerian. Shadow Diva runs third. Then followed by Shariar. Authority is now up a little handier. Sunray Pocket is next. Then a gap back to Uberleben midfield. Then comes the favourite Contrail, Grand Glory. She's on his inside. Got a bit of a check there. Then comes Windjammer, followed by the two visitors on the inside, Japan on the outside, Broom, then Lord My Way. Well back in the run at the moment. Makahiki Kiseki's taking off. Yukon Smiles back with Mozu Bello, and Muito Obrigado is the last one. Well, a bit happening here as one sweeping around the outside, and Kiseki normally likes to lead, went back and now is going forward midfield. It's Aristoteles, has a look over to his right to see what's coming on, and wider out, Ryuji Wada decides Kiseki's going to get the long way home, and Kiseki 5 off the rail will take the lead into that next corner. Leads out from Aristoteles past the 1,000, running on the inside, Shadow Diva. Creeping a little bit closer is Wagnerian. In behind them, and as well, this one's kicked away by 5, followed by Sunray Pocket. Then a back to Contrail. Shariar has lost a bit of ground there back through the field. Now picking up a little bit, going past Sunray Pocket. Then a gap to Uberleben on the inside, Grand Glory. Out wide and now Broom is coming into contention. Back on the rail is Japan. Uberleben's well back, Lord My Way, Mozu Bello, and work to do well back the rest of the field. As they get to the 400 metre pole, Kiseki, he's been here before, but here comes Authority. Authority laying down the law and running on his Contrail, and Shariar. Is it the race for the ages, the one we were scripting for? Yes, it is. It's Authority joined by Contrail. Contrail, is he going to go out a window? Contrail hits the front from Authority, and running into third is Shariar. Goodbye, son. Well done. Contrail wins the Japan Cup. He's off to the breeding barn, wins it from Authority, and Shariar. Well, the 1, 2, 3, as we expected, they were there. Uberleben flew home, not too far away back on the inside. Grand Glory, what a great run. Was made it to the top 6, I believe. In a little wider, that was Japan, followed by Windjammer. Aristoteles came again. Back in behind them were Makahiki, Mozu Bello. Not too far. They load up the 40th Japan Cup in association with Longines. They're away and racing. Armadai commenced beautifully along the inside with Kiseki. Taurus Gemini comes over, as does Yoshio. Glory Vase wants to get across quickly. Getting across and trying to get up into an early position past the winning post. So it's Yoshio. Yoshio goes to the front straight away, and Kiseki kicks up along the inside. Then a gap back to Taurus Gemini, followed by Glory Vase. On its inside, Armadai. Then comes Crescendo Love. In Daring Tact, a little closer today from Curran Bouquet d'Or, Contrail. Then World Premiere, Performer Promise, Mickey Swallow. Well back is Makahiki, along with You Can Smile. And Way to Paris, after all that, is last of all. Rolling along in front and doing it at a very swift pace is Kiseki. Shades of 2018 as Kiseki leads out by 8 lengths. Running second along the inside is Taurus Gemini. Then comes Yoshio. 2 lengths away is Glory Vase. Crescendo Love. The pace is a cracker. Then comes Armadai. 2 away is Daring Tact. Followed on the inside, Curran Bouquet d'Or. Contrail in the last third of the field with World Premiere. Then well back is Performer Promise. Mickey Swallow 6 lengths away. Back into Makahiki, You Can Smile, and Way to Paris is last of all. Well, Kiseki is still rolling along, but leads out now by 12 lengths past the 1,000 metre mark, trying to steal the race. Along the inside, Glory Vase goes to second, getting past Taurus Gemini, Crescendo Love, Armadai. Yoshio's going backwards, Curran Bouquet d'Or, then comes Daring Tack, Contrail, followed by World Premiere, Performer Promise, Mickey Swallow. Well back is You Can Smile with Makahiki, and Way to Paris is still last. Past the 600 metre mark, can Kiseki keep going? Leads into the home straight and sticks to the fence. Leads out by 9 lengths. It's Kiseki approaching the 400 metre mark. Has he gone too fast, too early? Glory Vase and Armadai. Here comes Curran Bouquet d'Or, Contrail and Daring Tact out wider. It's still Kiseki in front. Armadai issuing the challenge. Glory Vase along the inside. Here comes Contrail and Corin Bouquet d'Or. Here comes Armadai. Armadai and Contrail. Armadai in a blaze of glory. She's starting to shorten stride. She's in front. Good on you, girl. Sayonara in your last race. Armadai wins. Contrail, Bouquet d'Or. Flashing home late, daring tact along the inside. Glory Vase. Then came World Premiere, followed by Mickey Swallow, followed by Makahiki, then Kiseki knocked up, Way to Paris, Performer Promise, Crescendo Love, You Can Smile, Taurus Gemini, and the last one in was Yoshio. Deep Impact Memorial, the field are set, they're ready, and they're racing. Janambo pinged the lids. Along the inside, Curran Bouquet d'Or commences well, and Daiwa Cagney coming across is Dan Bright from a wide gate. So to the winning post the first time. Kicking up on the inside, Daiwa Cagney. Wind Tenderness is there with Dan Bright. Then Curran Bouquet d'Or, followed by Wagnerian Cheval Grand. Out wide, Atario coming across Janambo. Then comes Raider Oro back on the inside with Wind Tenderness. In fact, kicking up Cheval Grand along the inside is Suave Richard. In between runners, Muto Obrigado. A gap back on the inside to You Can Smile. Look Twice. The last two at the moment are Taisei Trail, and Makahiki is the last one. At a good clip, rolling along in front, it's Daiwa Cagney. Leads out from Dambarite. Running third is Wind Tenderness. Then on the inside, the filly Curran Bouquet d'Or. Atario runs up there in fifth, followed by Wagnerian, travels well midfield. A gap on the inside to Suave Richard, on its outside Cheval Grand, and they're going along nicely here. Then comes Muto Obrigado, followed by Ginambo, then followed by Raider Oro. A gap of 5 away to You Can Smile. Look Twice under pressure. Then another 7 away is Taisei Trail. Another 3 is Makahiki. So it's a race in 2 divisions at the moment, with Daiwa Cagney still showing the way into that next corner. Leads out from Danbarite. The pressure's been pretty hot up front. Going on Itario. Wind Tenderness in between runners. Curran Bouquet d'Or stays the paint, and they swing for home. She'll probably want to get off the rail. Then Suave Richard, followed by Wagnerian. Janambo's there as well. Back in behind them, not too far away, Cheval Grand. Further back to Muto Obrigado. Raider Oro under pressure. Ask the question. You Can Smile now peels out. Taisei Trail as well. Makahiki makes up ground, and Look Twice is the last one. Past the 600 metre pole, it's still Daiwa Cagney, the roughie, leads them for home, into the home straight in the Japan Cup. Nothing coming in at the moment. Itario, Curran Bouquet d'Or, the filly, and in behind them is Suave Richard. It's Curran Bouquet d'Or, Suave Richard rolling around back on the inside. Suave Richard goes to the paint with Daiwa Cagney. Nothing coming from the back. At the moment, kicking up, it is Curran Bouquet d'Or. Suave Richard finds the front with Ocean Murphy. Suave Richard, Curran Bouquet d'Or, and rattling home late is Wagnerian. It's Suave Richard's cup. Suave Richard takes the cup from Curran Bouquet d'Or, Wagnerian, Ginambo when it was all over from You Can Smile, Daiwa Cagney, Itario. Then came Cheval Grand, followed in behind them by Muto Obrigado. Then came Look Twice when it was well and truly over. Then came Wind Tenderness, Taisei Trail. Ginambo well back in the front with Makahiki was up there a bit closer. And Danbarite, one of the last ones in.
Suave Richard, Ocean Murphy, they've combined well here to win.
Cup. They're ready, they're set, and they're racing. All got away fairly well. Thundering Blue squeezed out the back by Mickey Swallow. Armanai commences well along the rail. Kiseki goes on, and Noble Mars, and across from a wide gate, starting to swing up as Kiseki goes to the lead. Noble Mars leads out from Gunko. Armanai kicks up into a good position. Wind Tenderness trapped out wide, but try to go on. Then back to Suave Richard, followed by Happy Grin, Cheval Grand. Then comes Satono Diamond with Sounds of Earth. Then followed by Satono Crown, followed back by Capri, Mickey Swallow, and Thundering Blue, the last one. Into that second corner at the 1800 metre mark. Rolling in front is the big striding Kiseki. Leads out from Noble Mars. The filly runs third, Armanai. Then comes Gunko, followed by Suave Richard and Wind Tenderness. Then Happy Grin back on the rail. On its outside is Cheval Grand, followed by Satono Diamond, then comes Sounds of Earth, Satono Crown, then comes Capri, followed by Mickey Swallow, and Thundering Blue is at the tail of the field. Rolling along in front and at a nice stride, it's Kaseki, leads out by 3 lengths to Armadai, a little closer. Noble Mars runs third, Suave Richard fourth, then Gunko, followed by Wind Tenderness. Then comes Cheval Grand, Happy Grin under pressure early. Going on in between runners, Satono Diamond, out wide Sounds of Earth, Satono Crown. 2 away is Capri, another 3 to Mickey Swallow, and Thundering Blue is still the tail at the 1,000-metre mark. It's Kaseki trying to do it all, leads out from Armandai, Noble Mars third, then Gunko, followed by Suave Richard as the pace clicks up. Then back on the inside to Wind Tenderness, getting a little closer, Cheval Ground, Sounds of Earth under pressure, Satono Diamond comes into it, Happy Grin losing ground, Satono Crown well back with Capri, Mickey Swallow and Thundering Blue is still last. It's still Kaseki, leads out from the filly, Armadai running second at the moment, whacking away in behind them is Suave Richard, starting to run on is Satono Diamond at the 300-metre mark. They've got to catch Kaseki, Armadai the filly in the blink of an Armadai looms up to Kaseki. Christophe Lemaire hits the go button past the 200-metre mark. The filly strikes the front. It's going to be Armadai's Japan Cup. The filly makes history as she goes on and scores from Kaseki. Suave Richard will get in for third and Cheval Grand fourth. Then Mickey Swallow, Satono Diamond, Happy Grin, Wind Tenderness, Satono Crown, followed in behind by Thundering Blue. Then came Capri, Gunko, then Noble Mars. And the last one in is Sounds of Earth, and the filly has done it. The trainer's first, and it's a record 2:20.6. Whoa! They've smashed Alcaced's record.
Well, the filly's all class, isn't she? Christophe Lemaire liking.
Field is just about set. Stand by. They're ready. Racing in the Japan Cup for 2017. Quickly away out wide was Shiketra. Yamakatsu Ace and Last Impact go forward. But from inside gate, it's Kitasan Black takes up the lead as they come towards the winning post the first time. Shiketra comes across with Decipher. Cheval cricks up with Boom Time. In behind them, not too far, Iquitos. Then out wide going on is One and Only. Not too far away in behind them is Shiketra, losing a little bit of ground, but now picking up again. Followed by Soul Stirring. Boom Time squeezed there into that corner. Raider Oro also into a bit of trouble with Yamakatsu Ace. Well back at the moment, Makahiki with Satono Crown. Sounds of Earth. Idaho third last. Well back in the run at the moment is Iquitos, and last is Rainbow Line. They go past the 1800-metre pole. In front is Kitasan Black. Leads out from Decipher. Running third at the moment is Guinol. Then comes on the outside One and Only. Up on the inside Cheval Grand from Shiketra. On the fence is Boom Time. In between runners is Soul Stirring. Then a gap back to Raider Oro. On its outside is Last Impact. Yamakatsu Ace. Followed by Satono Crown. Then comes Makahiki. Idaho. Then comes well back Sounds of Earth. Well back in the run at the moment is Iquitos. And the last one is Rainbow Line. They go past the 1200-metre pole and it's still Kitasan Black doing what he did last year. Leads from Decipher. Running third is Guinol. Up there along the fence is Cheval Grand. Trapped out a little wide is One and Only. Going on now is Shiketra. Along the fence, Boom Time, better than midfield. In between runners, Soul Stirring. Then comes Raider Oro starting to come into it. Yamakatsu Ace. Satono Crown takes off. Makahiki well back at the moment. Further back, Idaho. Then comes Sounds of Earth. Well out of its ground, Iquitos. Rainbow Line is still last. They've got to catch Kitasan Black setting the pace at the 600-metre pole from Decipher. Along the fence is still Guinol. Starting to come into it, Shiketra. Sounds of Earth in between runners running on as well. They've got 400 metres to run. Kitasan Black presses the go button, starts to streak away. Running on is Raider Oro, and out wide Satono Crown, and Cheval Grand lays down the challenge. At the moment it's Kitasan Black. Here comes Hugh Bowman on Cheval Grand going to Kitasan Black. It's Kitasan Black. Cheval Grand goes up on the outside, and late Raider Oro. It's Cheval Grand. Cheval Grand goes on and wins the Japan Cup. Second, Raider Oro. Third, Kitasan Black. A gap back to Makahiki. Then Idaho, Rainbow Line, Soul Stirring. Along the fence was Yamakatsu Ace. Then came Boom Time, followed by, in behind them, Guinol. Pulling up quickly, Shiketra. Well out of its ground, Satono Crown. Then came Sounds of Earth. Last Impact pulling up across the line. Iquitos well back to Cypher. For the 36th Japan Cup. Stand by, just about set. They're ready and they're racing. Away they go. Erupt dipped at the start. Kitasan Black straight away into stride. Sounds of Earth commence well, and Real Steel coming over from a wide gate. Gold Actor goes on as well. One and Only is up there handy. Kitasan Black will take the lead past the winning post the first time. With One and Only and Real Steel over. Gold Actor. Then comes Real Impact from Sounds of Earth. Along the fence is Erupt. In between runners Rouge Buck. Then a gap back on the outside Cheval Ground. Then comes Bish, well back Tosen Basil, followed by on the inside Fame Game, Iquitos. Out wide a Rainbow Line, then a gap back to D Majesty. Second last at the moment is Nightflower. The last one has hit the target. They've reached the 1800 metre pole. And in front at the moment, the favourite, Kitasan Black, leads out from One and Only. Gold Actor in the prime position, runs third. Fourth is Real Steel Handy. Then comes Erupt, followed by Last Impact. Then a length and a half away. The inside is Rouge Buck. Midfield is Sounds of Earth, followed by Bish. Outside of Bish, about a length away at the moment, is Cheval Grand, then Tosen Basil. On its inside, Tosen Basil is Fame Game, followed by Rainbow Line. Iquitos, the pace is clipped up now. Then a gap further back on the inside is, in fact, on the outside, D Majesty. The inside hit the target. And the last one is Nightflower past the 1200 metre pole. Not too much change up front as Kitasan Black rolls along in front. Slows the pace down a little bit here. Leads out from Last Impact. From One and Only, running third the fence is Gold Actor. Then Real Steel has done it nicely, starting to move forward. Last Impact. In between runners is Erupt. Then the fence is Fame Game, a little closer from Rouge Buck. Sounds of Earth. Then comes Rainbow Line on the inside. Tosen Basil. Well back Iquitos on the inside. Starting to pick up is D Majesty. And then the hit the target is one of the last ones as they get to the 600 metre pole. They swing for home in the Japan Cup and they run for glory. It's Kitasan Black still leads out at the moment by a length and a half. The challenge comes from Real Steel. It's still Kitasan Black at the 400 metre pole. He's starting to stretch out nicely. In behind it is Gold Actor. Real Steel the middle, running on One and Only. Anything from the outside, Sounds of Earth, but it's Kitasan Black still in front with 200 metres to run. Kitasan Black challenges coming out wide from Sounds of Earth. It's Kitasan Black, Sounds of Earth stretching out. Kitasan Black still in front. Late Cheval Ground, but Kitasan Black, the favourite, is home. Kitasan Black wins from Sounds of Earth and Cheval Ground. Gold Actor, the inside, a big run from Iquitos, the German horse. Got up to run about fifth or sixth. Out wide Rainbow Line. Then Real Steel, followed by Rouge Buck. Well back was One and Only. Then came Tosen Basil, running on Nightflower. Then Bish, well back hit the target, pulling up quickly Last Impact. Also with D Majesty, and one of the last ones in was Erupt. Yes.